All right, shalom, shalom. This is the brother Mayum coming at you from GMS Tampa Bay. First and foremost, I want to give all the praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Badash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of the great millstone. Much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out his truth and sincerity. And just want to do a quick little video on this article. And again, man, showing, the signs, the signs of the times. Okay, as we continue to move forward here in 2025, we're seeing more and more of the Lord's setup, for this devil to have a great fall, specifically here in America, And this article just came out February 27th. All right, so a little bit earlier. It came out like at 2:40 a.m. in Shays here. But it says it was updated at 9:22 in the morning. All right, but it reads, Trump threatens to slap 25% tariff on EU, says the bloc was always meant to hurt the USA, or the U.S., United States. And he can't be further from the truth, okay? Because as we know, well, as brothers and you few sisters out there that believe in Yahweh Bashem El Shai, we understand who the NATO EU nations are and what they're meant to do here in these last days. And what they're meant to do is the will of the Heavenly Father first and foremost, but that is to destroy the United States or be a part of the destruction of the United States. Okay? Because as this whore, all right, which is spoken of in Revelation 17, the whore that rideth the beast, that whore being America and the beast being the NATO EU nations. Okay, this being that seven-headed beast having 10 horns that sitteth upon many waters. Okay, the many waters being the peoples of the world. All right, the seven heads being the seven different empires that Esau, Edom ruled. Okay, hence why the beast is a scarlet-colored beast. All right, meaning red. Esau, Edom. Edom means red. Okay, the seven empires that ruled of Esau, starting from the Greeks. You had the Romans, the Germanic major, the Germanic minor tribes. All right, then you had the French, the Spanish, and the British. And in that chapter, Revelation 17, it talks about an eighth that cometh of the seventh. Okay, and America coming out of British being that eighth head, or the woman that rideth upon the beast being that eighth head, being America. Okay, and what does that chapter talk about in regards to that beast and what it would do to the whore? Let's just get it real quick. Revelation 17 and verse 16. All right, so the seven heads were those seven different empires of Esau, and the 10 horns, all right, goes back to the Roman empires, the allies that they had of the tribes, okay, of the Germanic tribes of that time, or the barbaric tribes, okay. So, and I can't remember exactly the full name. Let me see if I have that list still here saved on my phone. I believe I do. Yes, I do. All right, so let me see if I actually have the original 10 names. Doesn't look like I have the original 10 names, but today those 10 Germanic tribes that the Roman Empire had made allies with, that eventually Rome went to war with all these Germanic tribes and eventually led to the downfall of the Roman Empire. This is the 10 horns being Belgium. This is what they're known as today. You have Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Greece, Spain, and Portugal being one, England and Ireland being another, and you also had West Germany. Those were the original 10 nations that were a part of the EU, or as as it was known when it was first created in 1958, the EEC, or the European Economic Community. Okay. Now, throughout the time, ever since 1958, they've added multiple nations. They've separated particular nations like Spain and Portugal, England and Ireland, so on and so forth, to where I believe now you have like 29 or 27 different nations that make up the European Union. But originally it was 10 nations, okay? And those are the 10 horns, all right? So what those nations are now been stored away for, okay, as it talks about here in verse 12, Revelation 17 and verse 12, it says, "And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast." You see, so the rulers of these nations were given their own, so to say, reigns of their lands, okay. But in the background, it was America who was really calling the shots, and this really all came into fruition after World War One and completely solidified in after World War Two, when after America dropped those nukes. All right, setting themselves as the power of the world. Okay, but still, even after World War Two, these nations, these 10 nations, okay, the European Economic Community, or as they're known today, the European Union, they were still given authority over their own land, so to say. Okay. So continuing on, it says, "These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Then these shall make war with the Lamb, for the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. And he saith unto me, The waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples, and multitudes, and nations, and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire." Now, if you've been, following, this ministry, all right, for some years now, you know that the prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai, here at Great Millstone, have been for years, starting from our apostles on down, speaking of the NATO EU nations and how they are a part of that beast, and they will turn their back against America. And now you're starting to see the effects and the signs of that prophecy coming to true, all right, coming to fruition. Okay, with Donald Trump in office, putting up all these tariffs against his own allies, and now him coming out saying that the EU was always meant to hurt the US. Well, that's according to prophecy, man. So this goes to show you, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, that these words that we read are coming to pass, man. Indicating to you that we're almost out of here, man. Okay? Because I'll read this again, Revelation 17 and 16. This is what the outcome of what Trump is doing. This is what the outcome is going to be. Okay? Revelation 17 and 16. "And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire," man. You see? And that's what not only the European and the not only the NATO EU nations, that's not only are they going to be the ones shooting her and burning her with fire, but America's allies as well, or Slovakia, their enemies, China, Russia, Iran, all right, so on and so forth. All these nations are going to shoot America with fire. And where's that form of fire going to come through? Through the thermonuclear fire, all right, which is the third woe spoken of in the scriptures. Okay. Where is that? I believe it's chapter, let me see. See if I can find it real quick. Just bear with me. Yep. This is verse 12. Revelation chapter 9 Actually, let me go to the one in Revelations 11. Revelation 11 and verse okay, yep. I'll start at verse 13. Revelation 11 and verse 13, it says, "In the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, meaning a complete number. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of the power of heaven." All right, so that same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. Now, when you look at America and you take into account uh, a FEMA, which has actually been set up to take over of executive actions in a time of martial law, in a time of an emergency, so to say. All right, FEMA has America divided into 10 different regions. Okay, so this great earthquake and the 10th part of the city fallen. Okay, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. This is that nuclear destruction that's going to be coming. Because as the nuclear missiles, start to pelt the land here in America, the whole earth is going to reel to and fro. Matter of fact, let's get that quick scripture. Isaiah 24 and 20. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 24. And I'll start at verse 19. It says, "The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage. And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again." You see, now, is this talking about the entire earth? No, because the scriptures talk about that the earth abideth forever. Okay, but what this is talking about is the land here in America. Okay, and this empire falling and not rising up again. As a matter of fact, the scriptures speak about this place being an altar. Okay, who is this that come to Edom? Okay, with dyed garments from Basra to Idumea, Salakia, which is the Greek way of saying Edom. Okay, but this is speaking of the destruction that's coming to America, man. The whole earth reeling to and fro from this earthquake that's going to be hitting this place, man. Okay, and that 7,000 men, again, being the complete number of people that are going to be destroyed here in America, which 2/3 of you Israelites, okay, that live here in America, all right, whether you look like a so-called Chinese or so-called East Indian, or whether you look like the prototypical Israelite, so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, okay, you're going to, 2/3 of y'all here in America are going to perish. You're going to be destroyed in the nuclear fire that's coming. Okay, and this is a part of that judgment that beast, okay, is going to bring upon the whore. Okay, and it says, "And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven," right? Because as the scriptures speak about, let's get this real quick in the New Testament. Okay, the elect is going to be delivered. Okay, right in the midst of these missiles hitting the earth. I don't believe it's that one. Let me see. And forget exactly how it's worded. Let me just type in the word Trump. It should come up. Last Trump. Which is ironic that Donald Trump, here it is, 1 Corinthians 15, which is ironic that Donald Trump is his name, okay? But this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, And I'll start at verse 51 because as the same time that the elect is going to be delivered, they're also going to be changed. Okay, this is when the election of Israel here in America is being delivered, being taken up into the chariots, the so-called UFOs or UAPs, which is the chariots of the Lord. They're going to come down and deliver the elect at the same time that these missiles are coming down, which is hence why the remnant was affrighted. Okay, the election was afraid because we're just going to be saved in the nick of time, so to say. All right, so this is 1 Corinthians 15 and 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed. You see, so not all Israelites are going to die, man. But there's going to be some that are going to be alive, that endure unto the end and be changed, be delivered. Okay, it says, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible and shall be changed. So see, even those that are already dead, okay, some shall rise up incorruptible into this new flesh, and we shall be changed. Those that are alive being changed into the incorruptible, okay, into the immortal. Okay, but it said at the last trump. That last trump is the seventh trumpet. Okay, which is the the Christians like to talk about that we're gonna hear seven trumpets blowing in the air, and them being representative of the judgments to come. Well, there's not going to be literal trumpets we're going to hear. The trumpets are symbolic of the judgments that are going to be brought upon the earth. Okay, that are, and the seventh trumpet being the complete destruction of America. Okay, and the Lord is going to deliver the elect in the midst of that last trump. Okay, as that trump is about to blow, we're going to be getting delivered up out of here and seeing the destruction. Okay, and this is verse 14 in Revelations 11. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. You see, and that third woe is the World War III. You had the three woes: World War I, World War II, and now World War III, which is going to be the end of America. America gained its riches after World War I, and it received its power after World War II. And then World War III, this is going to be where America loses it all. It's going to lose its power. It's going to lose its riches. It's going to lose everything that it has. Okay, as the scriptures go into, and elders and apostles have been going into it, throughout years, or bringing it out over the years. The Lord always works in threes, man. Okay, so this third war, world war, is going to be the end of America, as the previous two established America as the power of this earth. Okay, and that's what we've been in regards to what we've been seeing playing out on the earth over the really the last couple of weeks with Trump in office, but really throughout the last couple decades. It's been the setup for what we're seeing now, America's destruction. Okay, America has made its allies, all right, and now they're turning their backs on their allies and causing problems amongst themselves. Okay, and the scriptures talk about it, that a house divided cannot stand. Okay, but America throughout the years has also made its enemies. Okay, and we're in this time now where all these things, all these factors that America has placed itself in are now coming into play. Okay, now we're starting to see, as the scriptures talk about, the effects and the signs of the things that have been done on the earth. Let's get this in 2 Ezra 9 and I'll start at verse 5. And the end of America has been made manifest. Okay, it says I'll start at verse 4. I'll start at verse 3. 2 Ezra 9 and 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And this is one of the ways that we know, okay, that the words of the Heavenly Father are going to come to pass. Okay, because we have been seeing these things, and it's been throughout the century or so, the last 100 years of America's existence. We've been seeing these things gradually get worse. Okay, these uproars of the people, the earthquakes, the natural disasters that have been taking place. as the years have gone by, things have gotten worse and worse. But people are still under this delusion that, oh, these things have always happened and it's just a cycle of life. No, the things have gotten worse if you haven't noticed. So where does it end? Well, it ends with the destruction of America. So it goes on to say, verse 5, 2nd Ezra 9 and 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And America is something of this world. Okay, it is a nation of this world. It is not of the Lord. Okay, it was allowed to be created to serve its purpose, but that purpose has been served, and now is going to be the time for this place to be done away with. Okay, so now its end is being made manifest to the world. Okay, it says, verse 6, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And we're seeing the effects of the works of America here on this earth, man. We're seeing the signs of its demise. Okay, and now with Trump making enemies of their allies, it's just solidifying the prophecy of Revelation 17, man. So just wanted to make this quick video going into that, man, because as I saw that precept, that's exactly what, I saw, or thought about, so just wanted to turn the camera on and do this real quick, while the Spirit was striking. So, Lord's with us is edifying. I want to give all the praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of the great millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth, who are diligently pushing out this truth and his truth and sincerity. With that, I say Shalom.